Hello friends, welcome to Amader Pathshala. Our target is to crack TGT-PGT English in various examinations like DSSSB, KVS, then NVS, EMRS. Okay, so based on the syllabus prescribed in these syllabus of these examinations, today we will learn about Khushwant Singh. Khushwant Singh is one of the most important Indian authors in Indian writings in English, and in all the if you follow the PYQs of these exams, you will find that one or two questions regularly come from Khushwant Singh. So we will learn all the important information, only the necessary information regarding Khushwant Singh in just one video. Okay, so the video is going to be very short because I have not dealt with those information that are not necessary from the exam point of view. I have made I will be very brief in this video because I have covered only those information that might come in your exams, and definitely the video is going to be very helpful from the exam point of view. So let's begin with Khushwant Singh. See, Khushwant Singh was born in the year 1915 and he died in 2014. So you might say that these dates are not important, but I must say that okay, these dates are definitely important because very often questions come. You are asked to order authors based on the date of birth or the date of death year. Okay, so you will be given four or five authors, and you will be asked that now rearrange the authors chronologically. Okay, so definitely please remember the death year and the birth year. Okay, now Khushwant Singh won Padma Bhushan in 1975. This is very important information from the exam point of view. You might be asked that in which year Khushwant Singh won the Padma Bhushan award. Okay, so the right answer will be in 1975. Okay, and regarding his award of Padma Bhushan, the most important fact is that you have to remember it that he returned the award in the year 1984. Why he returned the award in the year 1984? Okay, because or in protest of Operation Blue Star by the Indian Army against the Golden Temple in Amritsar. Okay, so the he returned his Padma Bhushan award in the year 1984 in his protest against the violence, the torture of the Indian Army against the Golden Temple in Amritsar, and the operation was known as the Operation Blue Star. So this is very important. Please note down this information that Khushwant Singh returned his Padma Bhushan award in 1984 in his protest of Operation Blue Star. Okay, that was run by the Indian Army against the Golden Temple in Amritsar. This is very important. And then he was awarded the Padma Vibhushan award in 2007. This is important. This is also very important. Okay. Also note down this information. And then he was a member of Rajya Sabha. Okay, and his duration was 1980 to 1986. See why I think this question, this information is important, because you see in Indian writings in English, very few authors have been a part of Rajya Sabha. So Khushwant Singh was among the prominent authors, probably the first authors to be a part of the Rajya Sabha. So you might be asked, you will be given four options, four authors, and you might be asked that which one of the following authors has been a part of the Rajya Sabha. So definitely you will be able to answer this question that Khushwant Singh is the right answer because he was the member of the Rajya Sabha. See, apart from another most important information, not even though it is not most important, but to know about the writing styles of the subjects that Khushwant Singh deal in his novels, in his writings, you will be able to find out that he was before joining before starting writing novels, he was a defense lawyer. Okay, he worked as an advocate. Okay, he was a defense lawyer of the Lahore High Court, and he was an advocate general. Okay, so remember this information. And he also was appointed as information officer of the government of India in Toronto. So he was, he was not only an author, but he was, diplomat. He served in the government of India. Okay, and he used all his experiences of being a defense lawyer, of being an information officer, okay, into his writing. Okay, that's what make him the most prominent authors of Indian writing in English in the 1950s and 60s, right? And then in 1951, he became a member of Indian delegation to the UNESCO Sixth General Conference in Paris. See, that much his importance was in the Indian government. Okay, see, in the UNESCO Sixth General Conference, this is very important. Just to write down this information that he was, the member of Indian delegations. He was the representative of Indian nation. Okay, in the UNESCO Sixth General Conference in Paris. Okay, then this part is most important part, his edited journals, because most of the times, apart from his novels, uh, questions regarding Khushwant Singh are asked from his edited journals. In the last year in EMRS examinations, one of the questions came from Khushwant Singh regarding his edited journals. Okay, so you will be given the name of four journals, and then you will be able to, and then you will be asked to identify which one of the following options are correct regarding the journals of Khushwant Singh. So see this first one, the Illustrated Weekly of India. Okay, the Illustrated Weekly of India. He was the editor of this journal, the Illustrated Weekly of India, in the year 1968. Okay, and he uh, uh, he propagated his tripartite goal, okay, behind being the editor of this Illustrated Weekly of India. And what was his tripartite goal? To inform, amuse, and irritate. Okay, so through his writings as an editor of this Illustrated Weekly of India, his purpose was to inform the audience, amuse the audience, and irritate the audience. This is a bit ironical, or this satirical, because very often we feel, the common people and the we in general, we feel irritated, we feel disturbed, okay, at our own mistakes. Okay, right? So we very often we try to avoid our mistakes, we try to avoid self critique. Okay, so his goal was to inform the audience, to amuse the audience, and to irritate the audience by portraying the actual socio-political scenario of the contemporary society. Then he was also the editor of the National Herald. He was also the editor of the Hindustan Times. Very important, because please just remember these four edited journals. Okay, and then Yozana. Okay, yeah, he was also the editor of the journal Yozana. Okay, he was appointed as an editor by the planning, and he see regarding Yozana journal, he was appointed as an editor of this journal Yozana by the Planning Commission of India. Okay, so that much he was that much important for the Indian government for the Indian government, right? uh, and in Yozana, the journal was supposed to publish the government's 5 years plan. So as you can understand that, because he was appointed as an editor of the journal Yozana by the Planning Commission of India, so definitely the journal must be committed towards publishing the government's 5 years plan. So just, this is very important, this is very important. Okay, just remember this. These are his major four edited journals. One is the Illustrated Weekly of India, then the National Herald, then Hindustan Times, and Yozana. Okay, Now, next, his short story. Just look at his short story collection. His collection of short story. The name is "The Mark of Vishnu and Other Stories." It was published in the year 1950. Okay, so you might be because generally Khushwant Singh is known as the novelist of in Indian writings in English. So you might be asked about his short story collection because this is his minor work. Okay, the Mark of Vishnu and Other Stories that was published in the year 1950 is important short story collection, and he also in the year 1951 he joined All India Radio as a producer of the English language program. Okay, alongside acclaimed Bengali author Niraj C. Chaudhary. Okay, so this is also another important information. So he joined. He was part of All India Radio along with the acclaimed Bengali author Niraj C. Chaudhary. And what was the project in All India Radio? He was appointed, he joined as a producer of the English language program. Okay. So this is also very important. Okay, just remember this that he in 1951, Khushwant Singh joined All India Radio, sorry, as a producer of the English language program alongside acclaimed Bengali author Niraj C. Chaudhary. Okay, this we'll learn about this author Niraj C. Chaudhary in our later video. Don't worry. Then two of most important non-fiction work of Khushwant Singh is one is a history of the Sikh. Volume 1 was published in the year 1963 and Volume 2 was published in 1984. And then Ranjit Singh, Maharaja of the Punjab, 1962. This is also very important, okay, regarding Khushwant Singh's non-fiction work, that because, in the in the PYQ of DSSSB, a question came from this non-fiction genre of Khushwant Singh. So these two very important non-fiction work by Khushwant Singh. Just remember this that a history of the Sikh. It was published in two volumes. Volume 1 was published in the year 1963 and Volume 2 in 1984. And then the second is Ranjit Singh, the Maharaja of the Punjab, that was published in 1962. Then Khushwant Singh's autobiography, most important, also very, very important, So, what is the name of his autobiography? Truth, Love, and Little Malice. Okay, Truth, Love, and a Little Malice. This is his autobiography. So you might be asked that which one of the following is an autobiography written by Khushwant Singh, and the autobiography was published in 2002. Okay, in 2002. So Khushwant Singh's autobiography is Truth, Love, and Little Malice. It was published in 2002. Then coming to once again, the short story collection, because I already told you that the Mark of Vishnu and Other Stories, published in 1950, is one of his most important short story collections. Along with that, he wrote another two short story collections, one of which is The Voice of God and Other Stories, published in the year 1957. Okay, The Voice of God and Other Stories, 1957, and Bride for the Sahib and Other Stories, published in 1967. Okay, so first one, The Mark of Vishnu and Other Stories, was 1950. Then he published another short story collection, The Voice of God and Other Stories, in 1957. And then the third, Bride for the Sahib and Other Stories, it was published in the year 1967. Okay, so remember these names. See, in case of Khushwant Singh, just remember the names of his non-fiction works, of his short story collection, because you will not be asked that which one of the following option is his short story. Okay, because he has in a very few of his short stories are famous. Definitely he is a he's a very important author, but yes, in Indian writings in English, he is widely read as an important novelist. Okay, so focus on the names only, just that what are his short story collections, what is his autobiography. Okay, what are his non-fiction work. Okay, Just remember this. So, from the Mark of Vishnu, his most important short story collection, his most important short story is the Mark of Vishnu, the title itself, that was published in 1950. And what does the short story record? It tells of one of his pranks at his school. So he was a very, very prankish kind of child. So he used to play pranks uh, to his colleagues, to his fellow students, classmates, teachers. Okay, so and what is that prank is that he, along with his brothers, presented a cobra to their chemistry teacher. See what a terrible prank it is. Okay, presenting a cobra snake to their chemistry teacher. So this the mark of Vishnu is all about Khushwant Singh's pranks. Okay, that he presented a cobra to their chemistry teacher. Then Karma is another of his important short story. Mr. Lal is the protagonist. Then My Own Native Land. So these are just his most important um, uh, short story to be remembered. Okay. Then coming to his most important, for which he is actually known, for which he's actually famous. Okay, as an Indian author. Okay, Train to Pakistan. Okay, Train to Pakistan. Many of you have heard the name of this novel. Many of you have read the novels. Perhaps many of you are undergoing PhD, perhaps on partisan literature, and you have heard uh, Train to Pakistan. Okay, this is this novel is what has made him an important author in Indian writings in English. Okay, Train to Pakistan was published in the year 1956. Very important because this, as this is his very important author, his major works. So definitely you have to know all about all the important information regarding this novel, Train to Pakistan. So the novel was published in the year 1956, and it was based on his traumatic experiences of communal violence in Lahore on the eve of partition. So definitely, so the background of this novel, Train to Pakistan, is partisan, and you know the story of partisan, how it went in India and Pakistan. Okay, right. K.R. Srinivasa Iyengar, another important author in Indian writings in English. So he commented regarding Train to Pakistan that Train to Pakistan projects with pitiless precision a picture of the bestial horrors of the Indo-Pakistan border region during the haunted days of August 1947. We all know, even if not in detail, but at least at surface level, we know, okay, the terrible experiences, the horrific experiences, okay, of those, okay, who witnessed the partisan. Okay, the separation of families, the separation of you know uh, relatives, right, and the people who lived in a country for so long a time were uprooted from their own native land. Then killings, rapes, murders, all these are very horrible experiences of Pakistan, of partisan. Okay, and that's what Train to Pakistan tries to capture. Okay, the experiences, the traumatic experiences of communal violence. Okay, so he received Grove Press Indian Fiction Prize in 1956 for writing this novel, Train to Pakistan. So, Train to Pakistan achieved won Grove Press Indian Fiction Prize in the year 1957. Remember this. And the novel had also a film adaptation in 1998. It was directed by Pamela Rooks. Okay, just remember the year that, or the name of the director, that in which year a film adaptation was made from the novel Train to Pakistan. Okay, and who was the director? Pamela Rooks, and the year is 1998. And this is very important. This is very important. Definitely, you might get a question from this information that Train to Pakistan was first published in US And his title was not Train to Pakistan at that time. Its title at its publication time was Manomarja. Okay, Manomarja. Just remember that. So this is very important. The Train to Pakistan, when it was first published in US, it was titled as Manomarja. See, Manomarja is the name of a village. Okay, it is the name of a village. And see here, that's the novel sets in the is set in the village Manomarja on the banks of Sutlej River. Okay, Sutlej is a river. So this is very important. Just remember that you might be asked about the setting of the novel Train to Pakistan, about the background of the novel Train to Pakistan. Okay, and you might also be asked that in which river or on the banks of which river does the village Manomarja situated. Okay, so just remember that. So the title was the first title of the Train to Pakistan was Manomarja. Okay, and the novel is set in the village Manomarja on the banks of Sutlej River. Okay, the most important characters are Jugga and Iqbal. So as it is his prominent novel, so definitely you might get questions from characters. So just remember, these are Jugga and Iqbal are the most important central characters in the novel Train to Pakistan. Okay, and Khushwant himself uh, 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 commented on this novel Train to Pakistan that it is a documentary with a sugar coating of characters and a story. So this is also very important. You might be given this quotation, and you will be asked that in reference to which novel Khushwant Singh did comment this quotation. Okay, so just remember this, that Khushwant Singh himself opined that that means Train to Pakistan is a documentary with a sugar coating of characters and a story. Okay, then his other novels. See, I am not going to give you any other information regarding his novels these are because in PYQs these questions, the detailed information are not asked. Okay, that they are not going deep into these novels. Okay, they just go deep into the novel that is Train to Pakistan. So his other novels is I Shall Not Hear the Nightingale in the published in 1959, and Delhi novel published in 1989. So Khushwant Singh wrote only three major novels. Okay, Khushwant Singh wrote only three major novels, and among these three major novels, Train to Pakistan is most important, is what made him famous. So among these important three novels of Khushwant Singh, one is Train to Pakistan, another is I Shall Not Hear the Nightingale, published in 1959. Then Delhi, a novel that was published in the year 1989. And in Delhi, a novel, the narrator is, an aging writer, his relation with the eunuch Bhagmati. So in Delhi, a novel that was published in the year 1989, the main narrator is an aging writer. Okay, and it depicts his relation with the eunuch Bhagmati. So this is important information from the exam point of view. Just remember this. Okay, and it tells the history of India's capital city from 1265 to the anti-Sikh riots of 1984. So the time period that covered Delhi novel is 1265 to the anti-Sikh riots of 1984. That is the time period covered by Delhi novel. Okay, by Khushwant Singh. And another of his less important novel is The Company of Women, published in 1999. Okay, so just remember this information. Then his essay collection, that what are, because see, he was the editor of he was the editor of Yozana, then Hindustan Times, the National Herald, the Illustrated Weekly. So definitely he wrote many essays. Okay, then he later compiled his individual essays into collection, and he gave name to those collections. One of those is Delhi, published in 1990. Then Sex, Scotch and Scholarship, published in 1992. Then Big Book of Malice, published in 2000. So these are his three important essay collection. Just remember the names. Okay, perhaps you will be given four options, and one of the four options will follow one of these three names, that which one of the following collection is a essay collection by Khushwant Singh. Okay, or definite, or you might be given that Big Book of Malice is written by. So definitely Khushwant Singh will be the right answer. So just remember that the three major essay collection by Khushwant Singh is Delhi, published in 1990, Six, Scotch and Scholarship, published in 1992, then Big Book of Malice, published in 2000. Okay. Then I already perhaps dealt with this autobiography, Truth, Love, and Little Malice in 2002. So just remember that his autobiography is Truth, Love, and Little Malice. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you at least if you learn 5 or 10% from this video, that is enough from the exam point of view. I would say, please, this is not a long video, right? I have not given you many more information, much information, much redundant information. Okay, I only have given you the important information. So just note down this information. You will be able to answer all the questions from Khushwant Singh. So next, in our next video, we will talk about the next authors. Okay, uh, to watch more such important videos, please subscribe our channel Amader Pathshala and share it with your friends. Okay, and comments. And if you have any demand that, okay, sir, please now make a video regarding Niraj C. Chaudhary, or Raja Rao, Mulk Raj Anand. Please, please put your demands in the comment box. We will definitely make the video. Thank you so much.